What is up? What is up? What is up, everybody? It's JC. I am here hanging out. Drafters night, Monday. We're hanging out. I don't know. I've been drafting a lot lately. I'm glad they have the $3 in now, the $3 drafters, so we can hop into a bunch more. But looks like, let's see who's really in this draft. Zero's in here. What's up, Zero? Let's pop over to that chat real quick. Mel's in here. She's drafted. Zero's drafting from the 4. Mel's drafting from the 6. I think that's everybody that's in here, and I'm unfortunately again right back in the back end. Let me fix this real quick. Remove. Mel's going with McCaffrey. Good pick, Mel. A lot of receivers in the first round. Dang, Lamb is still here. I think I'm going to take him and then whatever is left at running back. Wow. CeeDee Lamb at 11. Kenneth Walker, I don't want him to draft him that high. I think he's going to do good, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't think he finishes as top 8. So I think I don't know if the value is really there. I still like Omarion, dude. I think I'm going to take him or Jeremiah Love. I think I'd take the risk on that. But you don't know where he's landing. I think we're just going to take Omarion. What's up, Gemmo? Like I said, I love Kenneth Walker. I'm a big Kenneth Walker fan. He's got to produce. He has to produce like he did in like his rookie season. He's amazing. But for him, he's going to need the volume. If he gets the volume, like last year, everyone's like, wow, he's just his playoff, his Super Bowl game was awesome. Well, yeah, if you look at his statistics, he was getting 44% or like 47, I think 47% of the snaps. So he needs a lot more than that. And if you look at like Pacheco, when Pacheco's time was there, when he was actually getting the snap share, 50 plus, 60 plus, he was doing really well. And Kenneth Walker can do well. He just needs the opportunity. I just don't know. I don't know if he's going to get that much opportunity. I think he finishes, I think he does. This will be his best finish yet in his career. I just don't think he breaks top 10. Gemmo. Mel's here. Gemmo's here. The crew's all here. Well, I'll be shipping out. So I'll be shipping out some cards tomorrow. I got some winners I got to ship out. Like I said, y'all hang out here in the chat. Hang out with us, and I'll get some cards away. Got my ginger ale, strawberry fruit splash. It's so good. Zero. What's up, Daniel? Man, if Cook would have came around, if they would have left me Lamb Cook, this would have been a wrap. What are we going to get here on the back end? You just got gifted. You better Zero. I was about to say, you just got gifted Olave. You better take that. Chase London Olave. It's going to be insane. Blackberry Bubbly. I got a seltzer here, a little polar seltzer. Cranberry lime. That'll be my after we finish these sodies. Timing out. Mel, McCaffrey, Derrick Henry. That's deadly. What are you gonna do here? Zero, dude. You're getting gifted, bro. How do you get Jamar Chase, Drake London, and Chris Olave? And I'm gonna tell you right now, this guy in front of you, why not me? It's not gonna be you because you didn't take a lobby. You took fucking Josh Jacobs. All right, what's here? Nothing per usual. I do not like what's here. Like, I really don't like any of these wide receivers. I like Tet, I guess. Let's see who falls with us. We'll take Tet. I like Garrett Wilson. I just don't like who's going to be throwing to him. Devonta Smith goes. So DJ Moore, dude. DJ Moore is kind of a fun option here. I'm kind of looking at that. I like Breece Hall, I guess. I just think we can get some more running backs down here a little bit lower. So I think either going to go Luther Burden or DJ Moore here. Igbuka looks pretty good, but I think we're going to go DJ Moore here. I think he's going to have another really great season, especially on that Bills offense. And this guy, Josh, that had Josh Allen's probably pissed. I would be. Taylor Walker, Josh Allen Hall. Could be interesting. Maybe last year, 2 years ago. Oh, no, I wanted DJ Moore. He said just take Caleb. I've been taking Caleb a lot from the 12 spot. If I can get with Mellon here, it's really hard to get Loveland. She loves him. So I've gotten him in the back end. From the 12, I built a spot. We built a team. It was Loveland, Swift, and Caleb Williams. That was a fun team to build. Where's Alex? Couple running backs coming up here that you can grab. That will be nice for you, Zero, or another wide receiver if you want. There's some great ones there too. Like imagine having Devonta Adams or Roma Dunze or Terry McLaurin as your wide receiver 5. Got to start 3. All right, sounds good, Gemmo. I bit my freaking tongue earlier, dude. And it's really fucking with me tonight. Yeah, Judkins, man. I like him. Dang, there goes Swift. I don't know if I'm going to get really a running back here. I want. We might have to fade again and just grab some guys down here. I was hoping one of those guys kind of drop, but wow, this is a big round of running backs here. Once again, I hate everybody that's here. I guess we can go Alec Pierce. Why not? So we could take Caleb here. We could take Joe Burrow and Naked Joe Burrow would be pretty fun. I think he's going to throw a lot of touchdowns. Can we get anybody later with Joe Burrow? I guess we can get tight end. We can go Michael Wilson here, Carnell Tate, Warren, Chuba. Let's take Chuba. We need to get a running back. Is it going to be Chuba? Is it going to be Jonathan Taylor? They're probably going to share. I'd rather have Alec over Watson, dude. Christian Watson's, dude, you know he's going to get injured. Who's going to come back to us at wide receiver or at quarterback, though? Yeah, Mel, getting Adams here is ridiculous. So much fun getting him in the 5th round. It's gonna be interesting to see how kind of the drafts move around. You know, once the draft happens. Mel likes her Dobbs. I know that. It's a good situation for him. Man, Zero, if they leave you, if Burrow comes back all the way around to you and you get May and Burrow, it might happen, dude. That'd be insane. Oh, am I even up on there? Bro, you're going to get sniped right before your turn. Oh my gosh, they allowed you to have that? Holy shit. Yo. Oh, man. You better write this one down, number 49. Chase, London, Olave, Flowers, Judkins, May, Burrow. Holy shit. We might as well not draft anymore this year. Ugh. Where are we at? All right, cool. I'll take Dak, little Dak Prescott, little stack with CD Lamb. Man, where do we go? Running back here? Or are we taking the receiver? I think we have to go running back. There's still a lot of good guys that are kind of down here, but I don't know, man. We could take DK here. I think we do. I think you got to kind of solidify that wide receiver room a little bit. Our running back room's a little rough, but I think we're going to keep running with it. Have that strong wide receiver room and just smash on running backs later. Yeah, dude. I think it'll be all right. We should get a QB maybe on the next turn here, maybe a second QB, and then another running back. Then find my tight end. Mel, right in front of you, somebody takes Tucker Kraft. I bet you're not happy about that. She'll take Golden instead, so she's okay. Oh, yeah, there's still plenty of stuff down here. There goes Rico. He was who I was thinking about, but I'll take the wide receiver on Pittsburgh. I guess the one. They're going to get Pittman too, or they got Pittman too, but I really hope to see Aaron Rodgers back there throwing the ball, though. Oh, yeah. See, I bet you were pissed off about the Kraft. I didn't even think about Kraft. I was just like, I'll just take another receiver. I got so much Tucker Kraft this year. Gotta mix it up a little bit. All right, where we at? Chris Godwin. I got another like mock draft going on, so I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, Rico's awesome. It's a good pick. This IDP draft we're doing is really not a reflection of how I would draft in the IDP because there's no flex spots, so or there's no bench spots. So
Sure. Why? What? Because we sleep too much.
all right, where are we at? Where are we at? Where are we at? I think it's because Laporta's been hurt and they didn't use him like they did before. There goes Manon guy, which is a good pick, but I'm still pushing back. We're probably gonna go Kenny Gainwell here. We could get our second running back, our second quarterback here, or we can solidify our kind of running back room, which Mayfield kind of went, so I might pass. I like Malik Willis here, but I think we can kind of just pass again and maybe grab someone else down here. I think we're gonna grab. I like Rashad White, but I've been trying to grab a lot of Jardarian Price, so he'll be our rookie running back. We'll be, building this team with because I think he's gonna get into a good spot. Rashad White's gonna be good, but you'll end up seeing them bring in somebody else. It's like in Washington, there's always some kind of random competition there, and everybody's getting the ball. Yeah, that's true. So Prescott, Hampton, Chuba Hubbard, Gainwell, and Price, and then Lamb, McMillan, Moore, Price, or Pierce, and Metcalf. I'm pretty happy with this team. Oh, what's that? Yeah, I'm trying to. No, I don't. I just don't. This draft is so hard just because you can't really build the team you want to build because there's no bench spots. So I'm just trying to find some players that kind of. Ooh, no. It just makes it. We're probably gonna do one here. I know Mace said that he's gonna be moving into his new apartment soon, and then starting like the 5th, I think he's gonna be doing an IDP show for TSA. So we might do some mock drafts for that. Kind of build our own data based on the way we're drafting as a community. I'll just take Hufanga. I'm just gonna take Hufanga. He's young. He did pretty well. He had over 100 tackles last season, so we'll just take that. It's 3 defensive backs too, which is kind of weird. So I just get my defensive backs out of the way, even though you can kind of fill in wherever. But everyone's already kind of got their linebackers. So I'm just gonna take what's left. There's some good options down here yet. We can get a quarterback yet. We'll be able to get a quarterback and a tight end probably in this round. I mean, there's a lot of good quarterbacks. We could grab 2 if we wanted, maybe wait on tight end. Because there's still plenty of guys out there. We could grab four guys in the last 4 rounds if we wanted to. Which maybe we'll try that strategy and just see what we get out of it. That'll be a fun test. So let's get our quarterbacks here. I think Malik Willis went, which kind of sucks. I wanted to get him, but I think what we're gonna do. We'll see if this comes back to us. I'm gonna take Stroud. There are so many people that are out on Stroud, but he's still gonna do good. I think. So I'm hoping this guy lets us get our second quarterback, who I have my eyes on. If not, we'll take a tight end. Yeah, I don't understand why people are disrespecting him, man. Tony, you got thrown off a little bit. Yes, he left me who I wanted. So one thing that I have not been doing a lot of drafting of is Daniel Jones, but I'm going to start doing more of it. If you look at his stats when he was healthy, the start of the year, man, he started the year pretty dang good. He had a couple of little bruiser games, but the first game of the year, 29, 22, he gets you 22, 22, 23. It's pretty consistent. Then he gets hurt. That might not even be from last year. I know he does. Let me look at last year's. Yeah, never mind. So that's not even last year's. I don't think that's got to be from the year before because it shows like all the games. So last year, week 1, he had like 31 points. And for week 1, 24 points. Week 2, this might be different scoring, but he definitely went off. He had a couple of really good games. Maybe it is a scoring for here. I just think it's a good opportunity, man. When he gets healthy, he's got good options. He's got one of the best running backs in the NFL right behind him. I think he's going to do very well. He's got a great young tight end, Alec Pierce, Josh Downs. I'm sure they'll bring in some other guys. But you never know with Daniel Jones. He can have a day. And I think since we kind of missed on Malik Willis, we can take a shot on Daniel Jones. It's kind of the same thing. You're hoping for a running back with the mobile ability to kind of run. We've got 2 kind of pocket passers here in CJ and Dak Prescott who are going to throw touchdowns. And you got Daniel Jones who can kind of escape the pocket and make things happen. So now we can kind of probably grab tight ends and running backs. I think I'm going to try a little thing here where we can just grab some tight ends down here and just see what we get. Unless we get some guys to follow us. I like Brissett too, Mel. Getting Brissett's really, really nice. I think you're pretty set at quarterback now. Like you've got 2 solid quarterbacks. Purdy could get hurt, but I like Brissett. Brissett's going to start probably all year. If you really wanted to be fun with it, you could probably grab like Mac Jones in the last round just to be safe. And there's still value with Mac Jones. Like he could be traded. Like we know what Mac Jones is when he's healthy or when he's playing. Bryce Young, they're talking about maybe letting him kind of be more of a quarterback this year and allow him to make changes at the line if he wants to. So we'll see how that works out. I still think he'll be handing the ball off a lot more. Him and Tet. I could have done a stack there I just don't think the stack with Bryce and Tet and Chuba really is that sexy. Yeah, I agree. If Bryce Young was taller, he'd be way better. In Mel, yeah. Dang, there goes Emmanuel Wilson. Pick. Do we grab? We could grab Omar. Man, there's a couple of wide receivers here we could grab. Denzel Boston right here. We might grab him. Debo's here. Charbonnet's here, which I have a lot of Charbonnet, and we'll probably grab him if he's still there. But we're gonna grab Boston here. I like Likely to the Giants. But like I said, we're gonna try this strategy where we're just gonna grab 4 randos at the end and see how that strategy goes. Because the one thing that I kind of like about a lot of these is at the end of the year you can kind of go back and look at your teams and see, hey, did this strategy work or did it not? There goes Spears. I mean, like Chig is here. It'd be kind of fun to grab him, but I think we're just gonna grab another running back. Like we're gonna see what this project looks like. Mel says she likes to stack because it makes her teams feel more organized. Nothing wrong with that. The best part about fantasy is that you can kind of do whatever you want to do and build your teams however you want to build them. It's all strategy and luck. I'm definitely going to do another one after this because I'm going to rip some cards, just a couple of packs of cards. And in between here, I'll probably do a giveaway in case one of you guys want to roll out. But while the ladies at work, I kind of come on here and do a little gambling. I mean, it's technically gambling. You're paying to play football or pay a game. But do a little best ball. Yeah, I mean, I feel like grabbing, I have CJ Stroud, and I don't think I have anybody on that team. Maybe we'll find somebody down here that we like that can fit with that build, but I guess we could grab Schultz. I might have to do that just to get a stack. I guess it'll be close enough to where I kind of feel like it's still part of that build. If he's there, maybe we'll take Schultz just as our, I don't know. And if he's not there, we just keep building. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, Warren, Alec Pierce, and Pittman last year without the quarterback worked still. Tisla, is he going to be any good? Or is he just going to kind of be like Jake Bobo, where he's kind of like sometimes he comes in and catches a touchdown? Woody Marks. Is anybody drafting Isaiah Pacheco in Detroit? I was kind of thinking about it. I guess that guy is. I was looking at his shares, man, and when he doesn't have a lot of shares of the ball, he does not produce very well. So, food for thought. I was drafting in a bunch, and then I don't know if I'm going anymore. All right, maybe we'll take Schultz here, and then whatever is left for, like, let's see, maybe wide receiver. Dang it, we might take 2 tight ends here. Oh, already ruining my strategy. Schultz and Barner. I just think it's a smart move. Who else is down here? I could take Tank Dell and take a swing on that, huh? You know what? Screw it. I don't think I have any Tank Dell shares. Let's get Tank Dell. 0 Tank Dell shares. If he comes back. All right, let's just do it. We'll get a little stack there. So first tight end of this draft, we took in the 16th round. Yeah, dude, that's crazy, Pacheco. It'll be interesting. All right. Kamara, do you guys think that do you think he retires? With them bringing in Travis Etienne, Etienne, I don't know if Kamara's going to get enough work for him to even want to play. And I think he retires if he doesn't stay in New Orleans. There's so many good tight ends here. Fuck. Like the strategy might be to just take tight ends in the like 15, 16, 17, 18, and then We're gonna try a couple of those where we can try to build our best team and try to grab some tight ends really late. I'm gonna try a couple different strategies. Maybe we'll do another one where we just grab quarterbacks in the last. What? Let's see. Or is it like Tua is still serviceable? Could we do a team where we get 3 quarterbacks in rounds 12, 13, 14? I mean, Sanders is still there. So you could still say that he's still serving. Could you do it maybe 14, 15? I don't know if I'd be really feel safe with Gino, Tua, and fucking Shador. Maybe grab Fields in the last round, and then at least you're guaranteed to have a guy in the first couple of weeks that's is going to be swinging the he's going to probably hit a couple of those out of the park. I know, man. I just feel like it's so fun to like take on Fields. Ooh, I like the Torrey Horton pick. I'm taking DeMarcado, dude. He's gonna be taking that RB2 situation with Kenneth Walker, and we know that opportunity could be good. And DeMarcado looks good when he gets opportunities. What tight ends are kind of here? I might grab another. I like this George Halani. I like him too. We'll grab Ferguson just in honor of our guy, Joe Carlton, because he's in love with him. So we almost made it to where it would have been 17, 18, 19, 20 for our tight ends. Shador's a good pick, Mel. It's not. You haven't like I said. I think instead of that, I mean, Shador is going to be a starter, but like I think you could have waited to the last round and just take a Mac Jones if you have especially if you have Purdy. No, See, there's guys that we kind of like down here that can that are going to get opportunities. You know, we already know that Dawson Knox is somebody you could probably grab in the last round. We know that Kincaid gets banged up, and Knox still performs when Kincaid gets banged up. So I like Bellinger. I like Theo. I like Mike Gesicki. Tongas is going to probably get time, you know, obviously with Kittle out. Dolchich, I like him too. I mean, he's just an absolute athlete. It just really hasn't had a great opportunity. He had a really fun time, a little bit of a spurt, you know, in Denver, but I like the Gesicki pick, man. He's it would have been fun to stack him, but like there's a ton of guys here that can just, you know, maybe you can kind of plug them in and play them if, you know, this is best ball, right? Oh, I mean, I wasn't shooting for Sanders. I'm happy with the quarterbacks I already have. Prescott, Stroud, and Jones. That's why I said, you know, if I didn't get something like a Jones, you take a Sanders later. And when I was talking about that, I was like talking about maybe doing a strategy where you take a bunch of late round quarterbacks and see how that pans out. That's why I was talking about Sanders. Oh, and then she goes Sanders again. Sanders to Sanders. Trey Tucker. I'm gonna do one more. Like I said, Shaden Blue. Why? We'll get Bellinger for our guy. Who was talking about Bellinger? Was that Jamie? Or was that you? Somebody in the no, that was it Dog talking about Bellinger? I know someone in the chat was talking about Danny B. George Kittle, you think he's gonna play right away? Yeah, 24 mil. I think we're just gonna take good Dulcich. I mean, Knox is another good one too. I mean, man, it's like the little opportunities, and you still get some play, so you know he's not gonna get zero. In case you have a guy who gets you zero, he's not gonna get that. I think we're gonna take Knox. We got DJ Moore, Knox. That's kind of interesting. We'll wait till the draft is over here, and then we'll talk about teams. And then we will rip some cards in the next draft, and I will see what's in these card packs, and then we'll do a giveaway. He said, we cooked. Heck yeah, we cooked. Mel takes Tillman. Cedric, the entertainer. Tell us about Randall. I want to know about Adam Randall. Draft is done. Woo! I don't know why I thought that was Gio Bernard. I was like, what? Somebody's still drafting Gio Bernard? Is he still even on here? I'll have to look. Where do you go to school? Doesn't really tell you any of that stuff. Nice they updated some of that stuff. Went to this school, ran 40s, did this. Clemson, boo! 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 Gamecocks, baby, let's go. Little Cam Smith, baby. Gamecocks. I was so happy the other day when Clemson got beat in the NCAA tournament right away. Get out of here. All right, let's go through here. Zero was first. So he was at spot 4. He went with 2 quarterback strategy. I mean, he got 2 elite quarterbacks. And I can't believe Joe Burrow fell that far to you. 76. Wow. Huge value. What, 14 spots? That's massive value. And you got the stack with Jamar Chase. You're going to be really happy with that. Drake May. You got Quinshawn Judkins, Rico Dowdle, Keaton Mitchell, Tyrone Tracy, Woody Marks, Kamani Vidal, and Adam Randall. The guy from Clemson. But yeah, I mean, you're gonna have a lot of these backup guys that you're hoping that come in and get a little opportunity. You're running with these 2 elite guys. At least we should just see how that kind of pans out for you. Jamar Chase, wide receivers, man. Drake London, Chris Olave, Zay Flowers. I mean, your receivers here are insane. I mean, you're gonna have a lot of points alone just from your receivers. So you're gonna be happy there. And Kelsey getting the contract. I think he still only plays 1 year, but that kind of solidifies him playing the full year. So yeah, Travis Kelsey, Hunter Henry, Pat Frymuth. That's nice. Nice. Mel, you're up next. So she went Lamar, Purdy, Brissett, and Sanders. Yeah, 1 year deal. Well, Mel, that's because, I'm going to tell you right now, even though it didn't work out, Joe Burrow, I had him predicted to throw 50 touchdowns. And if you look at his projection or his projection of how he was, or trajectory, I should say, of how he was throwing the ball when he came back, he would have been on pace for 50 touchdowns. He would have been probably the quarterback 1 last year. You can't predict injury like that. It happens. I mean, everyone kind of knows that Burrow's going to get banged up, but it is what it is. I think he's worth the risk because if he does play like that, you're going to win everything. If you have him and Chase, you're going to win everything. All right, so she's got McCaffrey, Derrick Henry, so she gets the stack with Purdy and with Lamar, Zonovan, Michael Carter, Jordan James, Raheem. So she kind of faded running back, after after she decided to take 2 elite running backs. Let's see here. She's kind of hoping one of these guys kind of fill in Arizona, which is, definitely interesting to see what happens there. Devonta Adams, Romeo Dobbs, Matthew Golden, Christian Kirk, Elijah Higgins, Kendrick Bourne, and Cedric Tillman. You got to tell me some of this stuff. I got to know where you're getting some information. Elijah Higgins, I need to know more about him. I know he had some games last year, but I know, he's Marvin Harrison was hurt, so there's that. Colson Loveland, Mark Andrews, George Kittle, not bad. All right. Is there another one started? All right. We're going to get in the next one. If you want to hop in or not. I'm hopping in. Join. I sure will. All right. I got to get this set up. Probably going to charge my phone for another 10 minutes because I remember last time it got hot on us and died. Sorry, my lady's texting me. She said she works a little bit later on Mondays, so she just started a new job. So I'll be working on some stuff Try to be working. I got to start working on merch stuff, and then I got to start working on Scott Fish stuff because I am getting behind. Let me get this charging. 3 spots left. Let's get this food. Got a couple of breaks open right now. We got one big. We're trying to fill this high roller. It's going to be a lot of stuff, but basically we do a break. We do a draft because it's kind of like a division draft, so everyone gets 4 teams. There's only 8 people in the break. But it's we do a draft, so we'll do a division draft. So you'll get 4 teams. Everybody will get 4 teams. Everyone picks their own number, and then we'll do a duck race, and then however that duck race finishes determines the draft order, and then we do a snake draft, and everyone picks their teams, and then we do our break. It just makes it a little bit more fun and a little bit more fair, but those ones are a little bit more costly. That one's $130 buy-in, but I got the normal break. I'm gonna redo that one. Break 6 is an optics break. We got optics, but we had a couple people say they don't want collectibles. They just want cards. So I'm gonna break that one back down and probably reopen that one, just because I want everybody to be able to get into breaks, and I don't want people to not feel included because they don't want collectibles. So we'll probably just do the collectibles and the high rollers, and I might do some I can't remember what they call them, but razzes, I guess you call them, but to raffle off, or not raffle off, you would just like buy spots. But if I have collectibles, we would just do like $7 or $8 a spot, and then 10 spots. Raffle off some mini helmets. Yeah, it started, Mel. You're in spot 10. So we all just kind of flipped. I mean, 0's at 3 now instead of 4. And you're at 10. Who else is in here? Anyone that we know? Why Not Me's in here again. Lure is in here. Jamar Chase is gone. So I don't have any JSN or Puka. I think we're going to just run with Puka this year again. Man, JSN is elite and did well, but I have no Puka shares yet, so I'm going to take Puka. I hope they're secretly listening to us. That would be very helpful. JSN falls to 5 or 6. Sorry, that's pretty good value. Gibbs goes number 1. I love Gibbs, man. He's going to be so good this year. McCaffrey at 8. Not bad. Jefferson, I still don't understand why Jefferson's going over CeeDee Lamb. There he goes. There goes Lamb. Mel takes Cook. I like that pick, Mel. Genty should go over Kenneth Walker. HN should go over Kenneth Walker for sure. Wow, Genty at 12 is steal, man. Yeah, I think so too. But the hype is so real. Like I said, I think he'll be great. I just don't think he'll break top 10. And you're right there. You're drafting me at what? 1, 2, 3, 4. You're expecting him to finish as the top 6 running back. And yes, it's possible. Do I think it happens? I don't think so. What did Kareem Hunt finish in his best season? Like with Mahomes, I want to see what running backs have finished as a top, whatever running back, top 10 running back, or that would be top 6, top 6 running backs. Saquon Barkley here, Malik Neighbors. I think we're gonna go Neighbors. Drake London's here too. Fuck, it's like Drake or Malik, and I still think I'm in on Drake and Neighbors because now it's, Drake London is gonna be with what's his fucking face, Tua. Bijan Robinson, Derrick Henry is wicked. Now you're going to get a receiver run here, which means I will get no quarterback, no running backs I want. Oh, wow. Chris Olave here is... I love that. Puka, Neighbors, Olave. Nico Collins there, too, would have been insane. George Pickens is fun. We had this discussion, though. What's up, Jamie? We had this discussion yesterday, I think, where I think there's a trade between Dallas and Las Vegas in the draft at some point because Dallas really wants Max Crosby, or I should say Jerry Jones does. And right now, Pickens, I think, is Pickens still holding out? Let's look that up. So it says Dallas Cowboy wide receiver George Pickens is expected to hold out for 2026 offseason activities and potentially training camp after being placed under a franchise tag. Said seeking a long-term contract extension instead of playing for the $27 million tender. Standoff stems from a desire for a top-tier wide receiver pay following a breakout 2025 season. Do you think Jerry Jones pays him? Because if not, if he's like saying I'm just gonna sit out, Jerry Jones might just be like, you know what, we're gonna use you and your great season as trade bait and trade you to Vegas, and we'll get Max Crosby for whatever it costs and whatever it takes. Oh, you're talking about Brock Bowers? Yeah, I mean, that's crazy. Getting that value is so good. Brock Bowers it's gonna be fun. It's fun to have these top tier, tight ends this year. There's so many. Mel, what? Kincaid? You can wait. You can wait for Kincaid. If anybody ever wants to know why value of players are moving up, it's because she's the sneakiest. She is the randomness in the room. She will definitely throw a wrench in the bucket and throw everybody off. It's fun. Oh, she's drafting all Buffalo. Yeah, I feel you. You could have just waited. You could have probably waited another round. Damn it, dude! If I would have got Loveland there, that would have been insane. I was hoping Mel was gonna grab him. Then I could have and then he would have came to me. Damn. Why not this though? Let's do this. Man, Devonta Smith, he could potentially be the one there. Ugh, we'll see. Maybe We'll skip running back. There's a couple guys here I like. I almost went Devonta Adams and had Adams and Puka, which could have been really fun. At least once a week, you know who one of them is going to go off. He said, now you're pissing, JC. Montgomery's gone. Judkins is there, brother. Like, I could take Swift here, but do we do it? Do we just say keep rolling with it and grabbing receivers? Man, Mike Evans too. Let's run it. Let's run it with let's run it, dude. Let's run it. We're gonna build one like Zero did last round. Let's see what we can do it from the 4. Puka, Neighbors, Olave, Smith, Adams. All right, now we got to smash on running backs. We're probably gonna do the same thing with tight ends we did in the last round and just fade tight end. If Loveland would have been there, I would have taken him, and then we would have just probably faded tight end the rest of the game too. But this could be interesting. You have to start 3 wide receivers. I mean, it automatically starts 3 wide receivers, and there's a flex. So it's full PPR. So smart having any pass catchers that are going to get over 100, 100 targets. All right, Mel. Now what are you going to do? Who's next now? Packer, Lamar. I think it's going to be Christian. Oh, Joe Burrow. Okay. I'll tell you right now, Mel, you no longer need another quarterback unless you want to draft one in like the last round, like Shedeur. Now it's acceptable to take Shedeur in like the second to last round. You don't need any more quarterbacks. Don't draft any more except for like Shedeur or like Tua really late or like Justin Fields in the last round. Burrow, Allen. Do we know the schedule yet fully? Where's my phone? I don't think so, right? All right, what's here? Dude, there's still a lot of run good. Damn, Michael Wilson went. I was hoping Michael Wilson fell because if he would have been there. Do we take Carnell Tate now? Just because? Mekhi Lemon? Do we just take Tate here? I mean, Marvin Harrison's there. We're going to take Tate. And now we're going to grab running backs. Legit 0 running back. Yeah, Marvin Harrison's a good pick. I wanted Michael Wilson, but just want a random upside player. Marvin Harrison, man, it would be awesome to see him have a huge bounce back here. Let me see what I was going to look up. And Mel, I guess that's really not true because I don't think we really know the full. We don't. I can't find the full schedule yet. Excuse me. Do they have bye weeks yet? Let me. Maybe I'm just an idiot. All right, who's here at running back? Chuba, Algier, Warren. No. Screw it. Let's just take Chuba. All right, so our roster. Yeah, that's true. That's true. My buddy was talking to me last year or the other week about that. Yeah, full schedule has not been released yet. So, all right, let me do this now. Let me invite myself. If we're feeling frisky, we might do another one. He said wifey's out later tonight. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Jaden Daniels went. Jaden Daniels went before. You couldn't have got him anyways. He went before you. Oh, it's 70. It's my bad. Yeah, that's too bad. Sorry, you still got. I mean, Hurts is good. You get him with Barkley, Tucker Kraft, Mel gets Kraft. Yeah, Mel. I mean, like I said, maybe grab like a. If you want to grab a quarterback later, I would. Maybe one more tight end later. Shoot, honestly, if you wanted to, you could grab Dawson Knox in like the last round. Because then you at least solidify that Kincaid or Knox. It's going to be one of those guys. Dude, I'm just gonna keep it going. This is gonna be a weird build. I don't know if it's gonna work, but we're gonna keep it going. This team is crazy. I think I'd feel better if my number one running back wasn't Chuba Hubbard. Who do we take next at running back? I mean, frig. I mean, I might have to reach for somebody if Dobbins is gone, which is okay. I don't hate reaching. But we're also going to have to probably fade quarterback a little. This is going to be a really top heavy wide receiver draft. I don't know. Do we take the risk on Dobbins? I mean, he's going to be the starter. Does he survive? I mean, I like Gainwell too. I think he has more upside. All right, fire away, Dobbins. What do you mean, Mel? You talking about Woody Marks? You trying to make trades? Okay. It's all right. It's okay. My way. Where are we at? Manon guy. Blur. All right, we got rip a bull, you guys and gals. Oh, no. I mean, there's a little bit. There's always somebody there. I mean, still look here. We're in round 10. Let's look at quarterbacks. Round 10. Jordan Love, Tyler. There's so many quarterbacks still here. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's 13 for sure starting quarterbacks left. And we're in the 10th round. And you were able to take a starting quarterback in the second to last round. And technically you could take 2 starting quarterbacks in the last 2 rounds with Fields. So I mean, it's just not going to give you guaranteed high points. If you want to, I like that Chris Rodriguez in Jacksonville. That's such a good pick. It's such an underrated pick. Because who is the clear running back there right now? They're probably going to draft somebody. Blake Corum, Tony Pasta, Kenny fucking Gainwell. Really? Right behind. You don't even need running backs, dude. You need wide receivers. What a jackass. He did that just to be an asshole. That's okay. We'll take Jadarian Price. He did that to be an asshole. Literally. You're going to have fun with your receivers are not going to be great, bub. What does he have a receiver running back? Bro, I would have faded. You had 4 great running backs. I would have faded. That's all right, bro. I know how it is. No, I'm not getting what you're saying, Mel. That's how it goes. You're right. I'm kind of staying away from Mason and Aaron Jones just because I mean, I really think they do bring in a running back. You almost have to. Sweet. Take Rashad White here, and we will push quarterback one more time around. So I do not hate this running back room. Chuba, Dobbins, Price, and White. So I feel like we're gonna at least get guaranteed starting points from Hubbard and Dobbins and potentially Price, and White maybe is the guy in Washington. But that wide receiver room is insane. Zero took. Why did he mess up your team? You have. I see one. You have one Green Bay player. Oh, two, I guess. That's all right. Minnesota's new quarterback? Which one? There's 18. We have 18 quarterbacks now that are paid here just to be here for 1 year. Such a weird. Minnesota's so weird. Oh, it doesn't make her feel better. I like Malik Willis pick, Mel. That's a nice pick. Like I said, unnecessary, though. You have Burrow and Allen. You can only start one quarterback a week. I think it's making for me, I'm going to tell you right now, it's unnecessary because you could be picking somebody else there that's going to get you points. You need running backs. Like Harvey's probably not even going to be the starter there. Like I would have probably taken a running back. Like it's just I'm just trying to give you some like tips just because you can grab like at that point you have two of the best quarterbacks in the league, probably the two best finishing this year. Yeah, I get that, but if you have both your quarterbacks on one bye week, I'm okay with having like a Tua or a Shador who's going to get me like 10 or 15 points that week. If I have, two of the best guys, it doesn't bother me. Mike Washington's here. That could be another running back we could kind of try to grab. Jonah Coleman's there. There's still a bunch of guys that are down here that I'm okay with, like kind of grabbing. Man, the late round running back might be a okay strategy. There, see, that's pretty. Zero said there was a drafters winner in the past year that took a zero at quarterback for like 2 to 3 weeks. That's insane. That's crazy. All right. So Ward, Stroud, Shook all went right before me. We might just take Brissett here to get our quarterback starter. I was hoping we had a huge run on quarterbacks there, which is whatever. Wow, and only 2 running backs went there. Woo. What's up, Duarte? Yeah, Mike Emmanuel Wilson, man, in Seattle is going to be interesting. He could be fun. That big week against Minnesota. Man, I don't know. Do we take our next quarterback here just to kind of solidify ourselves? I don't love anybody here. Gino? No, don't love that. He sucked in Vegas. He had a cut one good game, two good games. Tua, we might take the shot on Tua, I guess. Sanders late, Fields late. Rodgers, I do think he plays, man. I really do think he plays. I think we're going to take, man, Jonah Coleman. We'll take Coleman. I like Mike Washington a lot. Like, I think he's the one who ends up in Minnesota. I'd like to see Price end up in Minnesota, but the price of Washington might be really good. Yeah, I like Washington, man. All right, so two rookie running backs. I think our running back room, we might take somebody a little bit later, but now I think we need to grab a quarterback and probably a tight end in the next 2 rounds. We did all right with grabbing the tight ends in the 16th. What was it? 15th, 17th, or was it 16, 18, 19, 20? I think we did. Who do you guys think they really bring in to start in front of Mendoza in Vegas? Like, do they break in Kirk Cousins? Do they bring back Derek Carr? I don't know. Kirk Cousins? All right. So do you think it's like worth the risk? Maybe taking like a Kirk Cousins or Kirk Cousins in the last round? If you're gonna fade quarterback, maybe take in the last 2 rounds, like a Fields, a Cousins, and a Mac Jones or something in the last 3 rounds. I don't know. It's kind of a waste, but is it really a waste? I like Richardson, but I don't think you'd go there. You think he's locked in? You think Kirk Cousins is locked in to be the starter in Vegas? That'd be wild. Oh, you say he's like locked in because he's already been throwing the ball a lot? That would make more sense. Yeah, I got you. I got ahead of myself. Dude, airsoft is so fun. I got an airsoft gun in my garage. We used to play when I lived in Japan. Yeah, he's definitely, if he's been out golfing and stuff, he's not football ready. He said, you heard it here, folks. He's got the scoop. He's locked in. All right, who is here? We're going to go. Our first tight end is going to be, we're going to take Hunter Henry here. I got to have some guys that are going to be, give us some points. I need that upside now. I got to, if I'm kind of fading quarterback here, I got to find some value in some other players. Because our wide receiver room is insane. Oh, paintballing. Honestly, I don't think I've ever been paintballing before. Airsoft is where it's at. It's like carrying a real gun. My airsoft gun was like $600. Tokyo Mari. Oh, that's back in the day, though, when we had that good old military money. Tajay Spears still here is crazy. He's not great, but he's going to have a couple of games maybe. Who else is going to be the guy there? Didn't they brought somebody else in too, didn't they? I can't remember. All right, so I think I might have to reach here and grab Tua. It's definitely a reach, but he's going to start. This wide receiver room is insane. All right. Stowers, Schultz, tight ends are going now. All right, let's see. He said, "You pissed like a legend." Did you call it that because the wide receiver color is yellow? I need to know because that's funny. All right, what else do we got here? I don't really love Hawkinson, but he's a guy. I like Kate Otten. I just don't. I don't. I've never been a good. When Hawkinson came here, it's like almost like he gave up playing football. He's an all right blocker. We'll do Kate Otten. You got to get some tight ends that are going to score some points. I mean, we don't need to worry about flex, right? But I need to have some guys that are going to give me points at the tight end position. You know, our quarterback room is pretty blah. So I want to find some guys that are going to give us at least some points every week. You know, Otten's going to boom. Hunter's going to boom. So we'll probably grab another couple guys that are going to boom. We're in round 17. I got to grab probably 2 more quarterbacks. I think I'm okay at running back. We might have to go. Let's see. Penix just went. I was thinking about maybe grabbing him with Tua, but it's too late now. You know what? We're going to grab Rodgers here. We don't know if he's going to play or not, but if he plays, he's going to be really good. And we have DK Metcalf, so there's that. All right. These are just called booster packs, so they come with like 4 cards in them. You can still find downtowns and stuff in them, so they're only like $4, so it's like basically $1 a card or $1 or whatever. If you live in a state where there's no tax, then it's $1 a card. But I don't. I wish I did. No piss stops for RBs, he said. All right, so we got a blue star. That's the only thing you can find. Blue stars are in these boosters, so there's that. Fred Warner, Tony Dorsett, Brandon Ayuk, and Graham Mertz, quarterback, backup. Backup rookie, and it's way off center. Look how off center that is. That is crazy. Ugh. Terrible. Absolutely terrible, dude. Trash. Let's see. Man, I like our receiver room a lot. I really would have liked Penix there. Like, I wanted to get Penix. I think you kind of solidify the quarterbacks there. Okay, I'll send you Fred. Danny Dimes, that's your team. I'll go over your team. Once we finish here. I might draft another one because why not? They're $3. So I'll send you this one, Mel. Hang out in the chat though. Like I said, we're gonna be giving away. Anytime we do drafters, or I should say, anytime I open cards, which is pretty much anytime I come on drafters, or anytime we do breaks, I will give away cards because that's what we do. All right. Pat Fryermuth goes. Do we go another tight end? Like Terrace Ferguson's not bad. We like Danny Bellinger. Let's start pushing him up. Let's start pushing up Danny Bellinger. I think we're gonna do that. We're gonna start pushing up Danny Bellinger just to piss people off. We're gonna do it, you all folks. All right, where are we going here? She goes, I told you they were listening to us. Yeah, Sports Edits, I appreciate you getting subscribed. That means a lot. Like I said, just hang out here. We'll go over the teams. Then we'll probably draft another one. Let's see what's out there once I get past my pick here. We'll rip this next one, and then we'll be done ripping, and then I'll do a giveaway, and then we'll probably do another draft. Nice. So I can get another starter. Nope, he's gone. Mel took him. Well, screw it. We'll just take Fields. We'll push him up too. Mel, 4 quarterbacks. I don't understand it. 4 quarterbacks when you've got the 2 best quarterbacks. You drafted the first 2 quarterbacks off the board. There's no reason for 4. But draft however you want to draft. It's your money. Draft however you want to draft. All right. Jaden Reed is back here. Look at that. Jaden Reed. I think we're just going to get a regular rated rookie in here. You want this too, Mel? You want the Jaden Reed? Whoa, Colson Loveland. Look at that. Colson Loveland rookie. Look at that, Mel. It's off center, though. Man, they did a really bad job on the centering on these ones. Not good. It's a nice card, though. Yes, I get your strategy, Mel, but you're going against not 12 people. You're going against how many people are in this contest? You're going against, where is it? How big is this contest? Oh my gosh, I hate when it does this. It makes you re-sign in. I absolutely cannot stand that about this app. Dang it, I forgot my password already. Thank you. Yeah, like I said, you're not going against 12 people, you're going against a ton of people. So your strategy in fantasy against 12 people, yes, that strategy would be very smart. But you're going for most points, so you want to score points. You're grabbing that many quarterbacks when you already have quarterbacks that are going to put up massive points every week. It's nice to grab like one maybe at the end, like grab Sanders instead of Willis. But if you grab Willis, yeah, you're not going against 12. Yes, 12 in this draft, but you're going up against 9,336 people. That's who you're going up against. Dawson Knox. See, like I had to take 4 quarterbacks because I literally waited until what round was that? My first quarterback was taken off the board in round 12. And he was basically almost the last starting quarterback that could be decent. Like this will be an interesting. This is a crazy, interesting draft. All right, let's go through this. All right, let's go through this. Danny Dimes. We'll go through his first since he popped in here. New sports edits. If you're still in here, I'll go through your team real quick. Let me drop this screen down so we can see this. All right, so Sam Darnold, Cam Ward, Fernando Mendoza. You know what? Let's go through the draft board first. Where he made picks, or let's see, I should say they made picks. I don't want to assume your gender, so not the best team I've drafted, but don't hate it. Well, I mean, we'll go through it and we'll just talk about maybe some places that you could have made better moves, or if we think it's a great draft. I mean, like I said, everyone. JSN at 6 is already huge value in my eyes, so I think that's a great pick. Yeah, it was fun. That's all that matters. And these are only $3 drafts, so that's also another plus. So JSN, man, getting Love here, Jeremiah Love too. I think that's good value. Depends on where he lands, but if there's a landing spot that has a good offensive line, I think you're gonna have a good good opportunity with him there. Nico Collins is also a great pick. He fell. Lab McConkey. So we're hoping he has that bounce back year because last year was not great for him. So that hurt a lot of people who drafted him high. But 4th round, if he produces like he did in his rookie year, then you're gonna be very happy. Tootin in Jacksonville. Who did we say that I said that I thought that is going to Jacksonville that I think is going to be someone who really eats into Tootin's work? Oh, Chris Rodriguez. So there's a reason I might not be drafting Tootin here. Let's see. So yeah, you wouldn't have got Swift, right? So yeah, you would have missed out on Swift because if Swift is there, I'd probably would have taken him. I mean, Scatterboo might be more like fun upside play because if he's healthy and does not get hurt, which he probably will, I think the upside is higher. I think for Scatterboo than Tootin. I think Tootin's just people are thinking that he's going to be really great because he's getting the opportunity. I just think that them bringing in Rodriguez is just going to really dampen his opportunity. And I think that they trade away ETN because they're probably planning to draft a running back. Just my thought. So I'm probably avoiding Tootin, and I won't be upset at myself for missing him if he goes off. Michael Wilson, as long we were talking about it earlier, as long as Marvin Harrison doesn't, if Marvin Harrison doesn't bounce back or isn't healthy like we think he should be, Michael Wilson should go bananas, especially with Brissett. But it just depends on that Harrison. Let's see next. Algier, man, Algier. So Algier in Arizona is very interesting. James Conner. If James Conner does not bounce back from health, I mean we've seen him in and out of football. He had that cancer scare, he beat cancer, and then he got he's been injured. He got injured last season, but Algier, man, if he ends up taking that spot, I think he's going to do well. I think he just took a little bit of risk on some of these running backs that you could have done, a little bit better on. Because then let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7. So here, I think see, like instead of Algier, I think I go like a Rico Dowdle. If you're gonna take a little bit, I think Dowdle had a sneaky 1,000 yards, 100,000 yard season behind Chuba Hubbard, and I think Dowdle's gonna be like Jalen Warren. I think loses his spot, and I think Dowdle takes that spot as the one. So, I think you taking him would have been a better value with more upside. Tyson here is good. Pitts is good. We're gonna see him continue to grow. I think he'll be all right with Tua. Pollard. I just don't know. So I think that the kind of the guys you took are just like guys that somebody might come in and just take their job from them. Tua, I mean, Pollard was good. He had the opportunity and he did all right with what he had. I just think that somebody might come in and take the job. That's kind of what I feel. Right now it's his, but so then taking your 3 quarterbacks here, I see a lot of people doing this is taking we know someone that kind of takes them you think it's 9, 10, 11 or 8, 9, 10. But Darnold, Ward, and then taking that upside play, Mendoza, if they're gonna bring somebody in there to start, but you never know. Mendoza might look good, and they might let him get come in and start playing. So it's a fun value play, especially Darnold's going to play all season. Ward is, but you might want to take another quarterback down here just in case. Like a Fields, a Sanders, somebody kind of down here just in case Mendoza doesn't play, and then you do end up with an injury to a Ward, which we saw last year, or even a Sam Darnold. It could happen. It would be nice to have at least another quarterback there for that reason. With you taking that risky quarterback, if you would have taken like a Tua or if you would have taken a different quarterback there, like if Schick would have fell another round, you took him, then you're like, all right, I'm good. But yeah, when you're taking later quarterbacks, it's nice to have 3 to 4. If you're taking, especially 4, if you're taking that risk on, a rookie quarterback that we think that Vegas is thinking, hey, this is our future quarterback. We want him to be here long term. We're going to probably bring in a mentor for him or somebody to play in front of that he can learn from. I just think that's the smart thing for Vegas to do. Doesn't mean they're going to. Let's see here. Mark Andrews, I'm off of a little bit. I know they moved likely, but I don't know. Mark Andrews is just so up and down. Jalen, he definitely burnt. Well, maybe it's just because he burned me last year. What's up, James? I don't know if Pollard's staying in Tennessee. I just feel like I don't know. Barner. So I love AJ Barner. I'm very high on him. I always will be. He really helped me out last year in a lot of pinch situations. So I will give high praise for Barner always. Then Brian Robinson in San Francisco, and then Ray Davis in Buffalo for some of these. I just feel like your running back room, besides Love, which is still a risk. He is a rookie. You don't know what he's going to look like in the NFL. I think your running back room is a little makes me a little nervous. Let's see. Yeah, 115. I mean, if you want to bet on Pollard, but I just feel like you just don't have a strong enough running back room in front of him. Like Love is your only guide. I still don't feel like it's strong. You never know with a rookie. And then Branch and Austin. Nice little value picks here at the end. Just upside players. Yeah, I just like I said, there's a little bit of things I would mix up here and there, and your running backs, if you want to take some of these risks on players like a Pollard, I think you want to take a little bit more strong players here in these rounds. Like especially if you're gonna draft players here, you can grab some of these players in these little mid rounds, 7, 8, 9. You can kind of grab some nice guys. Yeah. All right, let's go through Mel's next because we know Mel likes to mix it up and do things her way. It's her birthday, and she's going to do what she wants. Well, it's not her birthday, but she's going to do what she wants anyways. Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, like I said, solid. Love it. I love when you take these go hard on these quarterbacks. Sometimes it's fun to do that because it will pan out. But then at that point, I feel like the Malik Willis is unnecessary. The Shador, I love it. Great. But the Malik Willis, there's just no reason. I know you love players that played in Green Bay, but it's just unnecessary. You could grab some other player there. Shador is going to play most of the year, probably all year, but, Joe and Allen, I think is super safe. Hey, anytime sports, we're always here. We do shows almost all week. And especially during the, off season, I can kind of jump in and do a bunch of these best ball shows. James Cook, RJ Harvey, love, 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 love. I am super afraid of Harvey. He looked great, but that's because Dobbins got hurt. If Dobbins stays healthy, I'm just not sure that Sean Payton is sold on RJ Harvey. Emmanuel Wilson, love, 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 love. Yeah, only 5 receivers. Yeah, I agree too. So this is a 3 wide receiver. I feel like it's full PPR. If you're gonna hit hard, if you're gonna go shallow on receiver, you got to really smash them, and you got to hit hard somewhere else in some other areas. You did hit really hard at quarterback here, and I think that's where you can kind of miss. And you also went all in. I know you love tight ends, but you can only start 1 tight end and 1 flex. So 5 tight ends is wild, especially when you grab some elite ones. And like I said, these comments are only it's just positive. It's just to be helpful. I want you to get the most out of your drafts and the most out of your money. But it is, like I said, it's yours. You play however you want. DJ Moore, Romeo Dobbs. I love these guys, but I just like Mel. I just don't. You're taking risk here, which is great. Good high risk. Lascivus, I think this is you reach. Look at this. This is this. I mean, I know you like him, but you can get him in the last round. So you just gotta figure out where you can get value on players, and you're gonna do better in these drafts. You can get this player. Nobody's gonna take him, before probably 200. So you could get him way, way later. That's all I'm trying to say. So when you're looking at these where you pick it versus the ADP, that shows you where you're getting kind of value on players. I don't know. It's just me trying to give you some head up on some things. I think you're going to get even better if you kind of take some of these comments and kind of run with them. Much love for you, Mel. You still always crush it. You still always. Oops. Let's go back to that draft. You're still always my favorite Packer fan, even though Iggy is one of my best friends. All right. Dang, Sports said he got 19th place on a team a year ago. Let's see. Somebody go in the draft room or go out in the lobby and tell me if there's any any $3 right now that are like 2 or 3 people in there, 4 people in there, because we're all gonna jump in there next. So I just want to go through all our teams that are everyone's in here. All right, so this is zeros. He went Jalen Hurts, Jordan Love, Geno Smith. Love. I mean, I'm not a huge Jordan Love fan for fantasy. I think he's a good like NFL quarterback. I just think he's really mid in fantasy. And I think that's because they don't have any like superstar wide receivers. And there's nothing wrong with that. Tucker Kraft is awesome. If he's healthy, Jordan Love should really flourish. We know it. This is Green Bay, so them letting go Dobbs just means we know they're going to draft another receiver this year. It's just what they do. They don't always draft high quality receivers, right? Because we know Aaron Rodgers complained about it every year. Give me a superstar. Nope, we'll get you one in like the 3rd or 4th round. All right, bud. So that's what they're probably gonna do. Yeah, dude, the Sutton gets disrespected like a crazy. All right, so Saquon, Quinshawn, love it. I'm off. Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt burned me last year, so I'm gonna stay away. But if you love him, grab him. Tajay Spears, Trey Benson, Najee Harris, Adam Randall. You love him. You grab him everywhere. He's gonna probably be your most rostered player. Jamar Chase, dude, you getting him? You got him last draft, I think at 4, which is awesome value. Jamar Chase is gonna be elite this year. Zay Flowers, another guy that I think you're gonna have a lot of shares of. Marvin Harrison, Chris Godwin, Jacoby Myers, Quentin Johnson, Denzel Boston, Adonai Mitchell. Brock Bowers and Dallas Goedert's going to be sweet. It's not a bad team. You were drafting right next to me, so it was interesting. I did draft a lot of receivers. All right, James, are you ready to see the piss of a lifetime? So here's the piss we almost made it. I had to take a running back. I'm like, okay, it's getting kind of low here. I need to get somebody to make me feel okay. So here's our quarterback room. We waited really late for quarterback. I think round 12. We went Brissett, Tua, Aaron Rodgers, and Fields. So a little dirty, but you'll see why. So Chuba Hubbard, like I said, we also waited for running back. We got value, I think, on every single one of our running backs, which is great. So Chuba, Dobbins, Price, White, and Coleman, all value. Love it. Love. All right, so it's a little bit not strong, but you only have to start 2 running backs. If these guys stay healthy, they're going to be great, even if they're sharing. Price most likely gets a good opportunity, and Coleman probably gets a great opportunity. But we have at least 3 starting running backs. I'm okay with that. It was a little risky, but we built this really wide receiver heavy. Yeah, Zay, I know, dude. Every draft we draft with you, I feel like you're taking Zay. But hey, man, if it's a player you love, like I said, I know Mel drafts a lot of players that she loves. So I know that's one reason she's into fantasy is because there's players that she likes to watch. So she'll draft them and she can see how it works out on her team. So I love that for everyone. You should draft players that you want to watch. All right, so Puka fell to us at 4 because 0 took Jamar Chase. We took Malik Neighbors to go with Puka, and then Chris Olave, Devonta Smith, Devonta Adams. This team is pretty wild with receivers. What's up, Pete? Hey, if I didn't respond back to you on my phone, it's because I've got it over here on my stand. So this team was really wide receiver heavy. We haven't built one like this yet, so it was interesting. We were done taking wide receivers in the what round was that? 8th round. We didn't take any more after 8. Yeah, Mel is sharp. You should see her. So Mel is really getting really good at IDP. That's what I love because she's playing with some really heavy hitters. All right, so our tight ends, we went Hunter Henry, K. Dotton, Daniel Bellinger, and Dawson Knox. So it's just upside plays. We only have to play one tight end, right? I have my flex very secure. It's ready to go. I'm pretty secure there. That's why we went a little bit shallow on running back, and that's why we doubled up. We went late at tight end and kind of went deep on there. Knox, we just need somebody that's going to pop off 1 week or at least give us like that 8 to 10 points and feel safe. And I feel like with this kind of group here, we should, if that one risk, that's why Kincaid is somebody, or Knox is somebody I grab. If you grab Kincaid, grab Knox just because he's like a last round guy. And we know Kincaid gets banged up, and Knox definitely does well in those games. So, all right. Do we want to do one more? If you want to jump in, there's a couple spots. I'm going to jump in, so hurry up. There's a couple spots. If you want to jump in, I'm going to do one more. My voice is getting a little sour, but that's all right. I'm going to do one more. So if you want to hop into a $3, I'm going to do one more. Mel, I hope so too. Golden, he should be good. It's just, are they going to draft a top end wide receiver now that they let Dobbs go? Or do they draft another like second or third round guy and just hope for the best? Later, Zero. Like I said, I'm going to do one more. We just filled, so I might as well just hang out. Can we get anybody else in here with us? Just me. Zero got in here. So he said he got to run, but he's going to draft with us anyway. Menzaball's in here. I know they draft. Oh, wow. I'm at the 1. Do we take Bijan or Jahmyr Gibbs? I think we take Gibbs. Bijan is great. Bijan is so good. With Tua there, though, is he going to have like H-hand style? Like, who's it going to be? We did put Bijan on the cover. We might as well take Bijan. Jahmyr Gibbs, though, man, he could definitely easily look at that. 55 points, 38 points. Like the upside. It's just Bijan with Tua could be interesting. Or it could be disaster. We'll take Bijan. Could be interesting or it could be disaster. Yeah, I know, but Mel, you can like I said in best ball, they flex your best player, so it doesn't matter. You don't really have a choice. So if you have 5 tight ends and I don't know. I just feel like you're gonna get more points from your wide receivers than you are like your tight ends, unless you want to get really like if you want to do something really crazy. Draft 3 tight ends like high, right? Then don't draft anymore. Like, do that. Try that. Like, you could think about maybe drafting like, a Colson Loveland, a Tucker Kraft, and a Dalton Kincaid, and then just be done. And what I'm trying to tell you, Mel, is you can get Kincaid so much later. So you can get all these players you want to get still, and then get a guy later, that you still want to get. That's what I'm just trying to teach you. It's like you can get more of the guys you like. Who do you guys have? Who was your kicker last year? There's that one kicker they just had. I can't remember his name, but he's super damn strong. And he kicked a 70-yarder at his pro day. He's really fast, too. I think he ran like a 4.5. He kicked a 70-yarder at his pro day. can't remember what school he played at. I want to say Northwestern, but I'm pretty sure. I thought it was a purple school. I'm not sure. Mel, you hung out all night, so I'm just gonna send you these cards. I'll send you this Colston Loveland card. I'll send you these cards like the ones you asked for, the Fred Warner and the Jaden Reed, and then I'll send you like the Colston Loveland too, because I know you like Colston so much. So I'll send you those 3. How's that sound? Thanks for being here all the time. Seriously means a lot. Helps us out. Yeah, I'm gonna send you all 3 of these. I'm gonna send you Jane Reed, Fred Warner, and I'm gonna send you the Colston Loveland. Mel, do you like the Dobbs card? Let me show you something better. I think you'll like more. If you like Fred Warner, this. Oh, you won't be able to see that, but this is my Fred Warner autograph full size helmet. My Fred Warner full size helmet. Oh yeah, I love that thing, dude. Fred's a beast. He's terrifying. I would not want to be anybody having to deal with that. All right. So 0 took Taylor and Hampton. Yeah, Fred's a monster. He's a beast. You gotta take some Fred. See who comes back to us here. Oh, Fred and Nick Bosa. Yeah, they both got hurt. How do we want to build this team? I guess we'll see who falls to us here. I don't think it'll be either Brock Bowers or Derrick Henry. I guess it will be. So this is how we're going to build our team, I guess. We're going to get Brock Bowers. We're going to get Chris Olave. Oh, my goodness. Bijan, Brock, and Chris Olave. Woo, 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 woo. Wow. That's going to be a fun start. Mel, when are you moving back to Green Bay? I know you said you had to be taking care of your mom. Wonder when are you moving back there? Because Scott Fishbowl, they do their. I don't know if there's one in Green Bay, but there's one for sure in Madison. That's where I went. I went to that one last year. Yeah, I don't think there's anybody else in here that we really draft with. Menzaball. Oh, you should definitely see if you can sign up for one of the Scott Fishbowl live drafts then this year. The Madison one is actually really cool. I know Dustin Ludke was at that one last year. I know Coach Craig usually goes to that one. It was a pretty chill place. Well, you should see next year if you can host one in Green Bay. We'll reach out to Scott Fish. You just have to be. I would, if I were, like I said, if I were you, I would get. I mean, I know you know the area, but you want to definitely want to be able to, and you want to be there, like now, starting to get things set up now. But so you should definitely see. We'll see next year if we can get you to set one up with Scott. But you should definitely go to a live event this year so you can kind of see how they're playing and what they look like. Or you can come to the Minneapolis one. I host that one, but it's in the first week or it's in the was it like the second week of June, June 13th, or is it 13th? Yeah. All right, let's get some of the music on. Devonta Smith still there, and Amika Ibuka still there. Mike Evans. I mean, there's a lot of value still. There's a lot of good players here. Do we want to do this again? Maybe we just start our. I think we're just gonna smash receivers again. I kind of like that strategy, and we'll just go. Hero running back, hero tight end, and then just smash receiver, and maybe we can find some running backs in between. I think that's going to be our strategy on this one. We're going to try all sorts of stuff this year. Last year, I don't think I got into drafters as much as I should have, and I don't think the strategies I was going with were as good as I thought they were. And I feel like this year I'm getting to find value in players and kind of build my teams a little bit smarter. We had a huge receiver run there, which kind of sucks. So I might have to reach, and I might have to change my strategy here. Or we can go Devonta Adams, and we're going to go Devonta Adams. I don't hate Terry. Don't love him. Could go David Montgomery or Travion. I don't hate that. And then just change our strategy. All right, I'll take Terry. They didn't want Tootin. I'm glad I got it before, but I think we're just gonna try to grab number one receivers on teams. I mean, Devonta Adams not the number one receiver, but they get so many targets on that team, it's insane. It's basically 2 1s, a 1A and 1B. Could have grabbed a running back there. Might have been better, I guess. The value might have been better for points wise, but I don't know. I just think you can get running more value out of running backs later and try to grab the best available wide receivers earlier. We'll see what comes around to us the next round, but I think we can find. Let's see. Yeah, we might take a running back next round and maybe another receiver. There was a big run on receivers here. It would have been nice to get one of these combo of one of these three. So like an Adams Evans or an Adams Smith, that would have probably I probably would have felt a little bit better with that pick. Zero's going with a big running back build. Dang, so Williams goes over Hurts, which is I think is smart. I don't know if it's smart to take him over May though. It is, I guess, if you have Loveland. All right, let's see. Zero gets his May. I know he loves that. Who falls? We're getting too many shares of Chuba, though. I think it's just because the side of the draft we're on. All right, so we don't have to worry about Chuba. He's gone. Let's see what falls to us here. There's some pretty decent players. We might still fade running back. Because there's some, receivers here I kind of like. All right, so I think we're going to take that shot on Brian Thomas. And we're going to probably go Jaden Daniels here just because we have McLaurin. So it might be a fun little stack there. So we're going to go Daniels or Jaden Daniels and Brian Thomas here. Like I said, sometimes you got to change your strategies while you're in the draft. I thought maybe we're going to go all wide receiver here. We probably would have done that if I would have got like an Evans here, like, and just skipped on quarterback and then waited, got Purdy a little bit later. What's up, Devin? I got your mail, dude. I just got your package packed. Like I said, I think I'm going to be shipping them out tomorrow, brother. This is our third draft, so we're just going to get through this draft, and then we're going to hop out of here. We got this going off to Mel tomorrow. I took my camera down already, but she wanted some of the cards that we pulled out. So she wanted the Jaden Reed and the Fred Warner. And then we got her a Colson Loveland rookie, rated rookie. Let's see if we can get the light on a little bit. So send those out to Mel. I got more stuff for you, Mel, too, from the last stuff you won. So like I said, trying to give things away to people and get y'all in here hanging out and checking out all the stuff we do. We don't just do cards. We do a bunch of other stuff. So best ball, we do fantasy stuff, fantasy football. We're trying to get more basketball stuff because I know people like basketball. So we're going to try to get more of that. Hopefully we get some baseball because I know we have people that want to talk about it. There's so much football stuff that we do. Let's see. What did Zero get? He got Dobbs. Nice little stack there with Drake May. Dude, NBA NBA fantasy is another level. You really got to be on top of it. You got to be paying attention every day, because you don't just set a player and forget them. You kind of got to pay attention to which games are good, because you don't want to miss a game, because you got to set it. If you like that game, like if a player plays 4 games that week, you got to be smart about which game you select that you want them to be locked in. Because what if that game isn't their best one? Then you're missing out on points. It's definitely challenging. Yo, mock draft Mondays. We're gonna get back into ML. I think we're gonna wait till the NFL draft and just do that. I'm gonna wait. We're gonna do I'm gonna ask Mace if he wants to run an IDP draft. Maybe the first week he comes back. But I'm gonna also talk to Coach and a couple other guys and see if anybody wants to come on. And we'll probably do the NFL draft thing we did last year, where we're live during the whole NFL draft, and we'll just do some drafters. We'll probably rip some cards. We'll have guests that come on, and I gotta start planning that soon too. Ugh, just so much to plan. I really hope people here take that Dart and Trevor, because I don't want to have to pass on them, because I want to get some stacks. But yeah, there goes Trevor. Please take Dart. He's not gonna take Dart. Oh, I just don't know if there's anybody I want to get up later with Dart stack. I really wanted to. Let's do this instead. I still have to skip Dart for Matt Stafford. That's crazy. Just Matt Stafford was just so fun last year. Do I go a naked Dart? Nah. I'm just going to get my guys. We're going to go Stafford over Knicks and Dart. And screw Mahomes, but pulling the trigger on that was crazy. All right, I'm just going to get my stacks with my... Oh my gosh, Goff, dude. Let's go. Oh my gosh. The fade on Nixon, Dart in this draft are insane. Oh my gosh. What are we witnessing? This guy's shit. He probably wanted Stafford. But poor, who's gonna get lucky? Who has neighbors? Is Dizzle gonna get lucky and get Jackson Dart? Look at the ADP here on Dart. Man, the value is insane right now on Dart. Baker Mayfield over Dart. Jordan Love over Dart. Dizzle passed on Dart. Oh my. The disrespect. There he goes. Zero takes him. He gets Dart in May. Wow, the value on Dart is insane. Oh my gosh. All right. That was a fun fall, Gert. Like that was awesome to watch. Like Bo Nix, even the value right now on Nix is crazy. There he goes. Wow. Zero in the chat. He says fire. All right. Gainwell. Who are we gonna get back here? I need a running back. I'd like to take some more receivers. We're good at quarterback now. I think we'll probably take two in the last. We'll probably take maybe Sanders and somebody in the last round. Whoever's left. Man, does Chris Rodriguez his upside games to me just look. Where's Tootin? So Tootin in the 5th. Like Rodriguez has more higher end upside games than Tootin, and you're getting him in like the 11th round. I just don't. That's why I'm saying I don't understand why people are taking Tootin so high when you can get Rodriguez so far down. Jordan Mason. Why? There's so much better players here. Menzabal, who you gonna take? Menzabal, running back, receiver, quarterback. All right, what do we think here? Do we take Price like we love? Do we take White? Because I kind of want to take. I don't know. I don't really like the receivers here. Coker's here. He could be interesting. Is it Coker season? I think we're going to take some Rodriguez because I don't have any of them yet. And we're going to take Rashad White to get the stack there. And we're going to get our running backs. What's up, Two Mules? Vito in the building. Vitor. Come here. All right, see ya. Appreciate the thumbs up. Yeah, if you're hanging out here, just give us a thumbs up, a little like, a little subscribe, a little share. Helps us grow. We're trying to grow. Trying to get to that 1,000 mark. We're going to have merch here soon. I know, you guys. We will have merch here, I promise. I have been working on it, but I will get some merch out. We have, I mean, you can go to the website right now. I think this hat's on the website. So if you like the camo hat, I'm pretty sure it's up. If it's not, I got to get that one up for sure because I love this hat. So Zero gets Jordan Reed and Higgins as some more receivers to his room. Probably, I mean, not too bad with receivers. He's getting a lot of the twos on the team, which is nice. Dobbs might be the one. I mean, at receiver on the team, unless they bring in AJ Brown. McMillan, man. Tet, he's so fun to watch. All right, we're over halfway mark here. We're going to be out of here after this draft. I've done 3, which is a long haul. Ugh. 3 days of the draft is going to be crazy. I forgot how much nuts it is. Travis Kelce, likely. I like that pick. Likely with the Giants is crazy. Should be interesting. Who do we like here? Jonah Coleman. We want receivers, though. Conception probably won't be there. We take a tight end. Jawan Johnson might be interesting. What do we think? Tight end. Who's going to be there at receiver? I don't know if Concepcion will be there. Do we take a Jonah Coleman and maybe a Jawan Johnson or a Brenton Strange? Oh, I know who we're going to take. Never mind. We might have to reach for this, baby. We're going to reach for the stars on this one. Please let KC fall to me. That would be so sick. Do not take him, Menzabal. Don't do it, Menzabal. Thank you. We'll take Concepcion. And we are going to get a little stack here with O'Connell Chig. Dude, Washington stack here with the 4-way stack in Washington. Tight end, running back, quarterback, and receiver. Try a little something different every time we draft here. Vitor, you should have seen the last draft. I had so many great, like my wide receiver room was insane. Also, I got ordered stickers for Rockstar Rippin, so they should be here on Wednesday. So the next shipment, so in the next break we do, I'll be sending out stickers for Rockstar Rippin. Calvin Ridley. Jonathan Brooks, I like that pick. I'm kind of in on him this year. If you have him in Dynasty, I think you hold him until he goes off. Like I think he's gonna play, and he'll have a week or two where he just kind of breaks out or something. Sell. Somebody's gonna be like, oh wow, because he was drafted pretty high, You know, I think was it second or third round? So in the NFL draft, and I think in second round of rookie drafts. It might have even been earlier than that. But the name, man, and what he was expected to be. All right, what do we got here? I think we got to grab some receivers. Do not love what's available. I think we try to go running back, wide receiver if we can. Just don't know. Is anybody drafting DeAndre Hopkins like in the last round, like hoping he goes to Minnesota? Like, I think it's kind of nonsense, but could be interesting. Like I said, I'm not high on Kyler, but if Hopkins can be 60%, I mean, like if he can be what he was, if he can be what he was, even in with the Ravens, I think he'd be all right. He'd be a good guy for those sideline catches and contested end zone catches. And I really don't like what's really here. I'm not huge into Woody Marks. But technically, he is the backup. So we're going to take him anyways. We need a guy. I kind of like Jalen Naylor in Vegas. So I'm going to just take some shots here. If man, I don't know, man. What's going to go on? What's going to go on with Tyreek? He'd like to go play in Minnesota too. No, I know too. He said that a couple years ago. But I'm going to take Naylor. I don't mind Booty. I mean, I guess. I don't know. Really, maybe Washington. I mean, I think Naylor was kind of the best available. You saw what he kind of did in Minnesota. He had those huge boom games, 2 weeks, right? That's 3 weeks, right? That's nice. I like to see that. Oh, my eyes are deceiving me. 2 weeks. But, I mean, Travis Hunter could also be another guy. Maybe comes back late season, does something. I don't know. I just don't see a lot of upside. Like Tesla, maybe. Not really. Troy Franklin. Don't hate me some Troy Franklin, even though they brought Waddle in. $104 targets, man. Woo-hoo-hoo. That's crazy. That's like wide receiver 1 target numbers on some teams. Bo Nix is like, I'm so mad at the Vikings. Like, why did you not take Bo Nix? Just makes no sense. It would have fit the system. Ugh. All right. I'm ready to get done with this draft. We've hit a 3 tonight. It's getting later. 9:30. I got work tomorrow. Finally some work. But I really got to start working on getting merch done. I got to get Scott Fish stuff ready. So much to do, yo. So much to do. We're probably gonna want to get at least one more tight end. I like our tight ends. I think we did pretty well. Probably one more quarterback. Let's see what we got at running back here when it gets back to us. We'll kind of determine where we're at. I do like DeMercado down here. Tank Bigsby in Philly. That's interesting too. I kind of like if Troy Franklin falls here. I think we're gonna take that route. I think it's. I like Troy Horton, Hollywood Brown. I mean, maybe if AJ Brown's gone, but I think if that AJ Brown's gone, they're making a trade to go get a. I think they're gonna try to go get somebody. I think then they'll draft somebody. Not saying they're good at drafting. Jalen Rager, right? Well, let's take Troy Franklin, and then let's also take. Let's take DeMercado. Yeah, dude. I've been drafting Bellinger now because of you, and I love Danny Bellinger. I really hope he pops off, dude, because I have one of his cards that I love. Come on. As soon as we're done, we'll go outside. Come on. I know. Come on. Go. You want help? Come on. Come on. You're getting heavy. All right. Like I said, I don't mind this team. It's not terrible. I mean, it's not like lopsided one way or the other. Like I feel like we did pretty well on receiver. We hit where we like, we went. The strategy we went here right was we went hero RB and hero tight end. So Bowers and Bijan were our first two picks. So with that strategy, I took Olave as my first wide receiver, and then I was like, all right, I want to try to find wide receivers here. Grabbed, I got three that McLaurin was kind of the back end receiver that I wanted in that round, but he's kind of what fell to us. So at that point, I was like, I'm going to get the stack with McDaniels, which I like, and I think that's why I got Stafford here. Is like, I'm just gonna get the stack with Adams and just kind of roll with that. And this kind of works because with McDaniels, we end up with Rashad White on our team. We got McLaurin, and then I grabbed Okonkwo, so we kind of got a little foursome stack there, and it's kind of fun. We also, like I said, Adams and Stafford. I might grab a tight end here in this round if he's still available. We need one more QB. Yeah, Foster's he's interesting, man. I think the guys that I've kind of been grabbing late are like the Dawson, not like, let's see, look at tight ends. Like the Dawson Knox is like the last round, you know, like he might give you some weeks where he goes off. Just because we know Kincaid gets kind of banged up. I like him in the last round. I like the Danny Bellinger pick like you talked about. I kind of like the Greg Dulcich we talked about. Mike Gesicki, you know, he might get some targets. He's the only tight end there, really. I mean, I don't know if that is really even that good of a value with Gesicki. Damn it, there goes Ferguson. So that's would have been amazing to get that kind of stack. I would have loved that. Son of a gun. So I'm gonna keep moving your guy up because I'm doing it for fun now, just to make people upset. But Danny Bellinger, let's get our. I think I'm gonna keep drafting Aaron Rodgers, dude. Let's get. Yeah, let's take Rodgers. His Field's already gone, so we might as well take somebody that we think might come back. It's like Rodgers or Kirk Cousins are going to kind of get the guys that get these like back end jobs. What do we need? I got my tight ends. I think I'm set at tight end. I think we're set at quarterback. Let's see what's left. Who should be Mr. Irrelevant? DJ Giddens? Should we make it Giddens? Why is everyone so hyped on Giddens? If it's a running back, it'll be Giddens. Dude, Marvin Mims down here is even crazier. I know they brought in Waddle, but Nick throws the ball so much. Like these guys are gonna like down here. You're kind of just looking for those one or two games where they have like a crazy 20-something points. You know, like all of a sudden they just hit and fill in your flex that week. Like who else is really doing that? Maybe a Jalen Noel. Is Dell going to be back? Like that's the thing. Is he going to be back doing anything? Fele in New Orleans could be also interesting. Where he got banged up. Let's see. Kyle Williams, another guy they kind of talked about being a good stud. He had a couple of games where he was all right, and he was really talked up coming into camp and stuff. There's a bunch of like random players down there who could just maybe hit. Or do we make it Dawson Knox? Because look at this, dude. As tight end, man, it's just like he has one game with 0. I mean, these are some low ones, but You got Bowers, Okonkwo, pretty solid there. Bellinger could be really solid. Take Parkinson. Don't. Oh shit, he didn't do too bad either. Let's take him and get the stack. All right, I think I found our last player. And I think it's going to be a tight end. Fele went. Noel went. Somebody's got to take a chance on Mims, dude. I just think somebody not taking him is just a missed opportunity. Jahan Dotson. Oof. Didn't they pay him a shit ton too? As everybody's out now on Jack Beck. I remember everyone drafting him last year, including me. Man, what Leggett could have been. These are the things like, and if he could be like, this is another good guy that could be fun if he can just be healthy and get passes thrown to him. We'll just take Colby. No Pittsburgh players, so it's kind of just, we're hoping Aaron Rodgers comes back and he's just only there to fill in. All right, so Jaden Daniels, Matthew Stafford, Aaron Rodgers as our quarterbacks. I think we got decent value here. Matthew Stafford at 97 is pretty normal. Bijan, J.K. Dobbins, Chris Rodriguez, Rashad White, Woody Marks, Imari DiMercado. That's our running back room. Chris Olave, Devonta Adams, Terry McLaurin, Brian Thomas, Casey Concepcion, Jalen Naylor, and Troy Franklin at the wide receiver position, and Brock Bowers, Chigo Okonkwo, Danny Bellinger, and Colby Parkinson. So we got stacks pretty much everywhere. We got the really fun team here with Jaden, Chris or Rashad White, Terry McLaurin, and then Chig. That's gonna be fun. And then Colby Parkinson, Devonta Adams, and Matt Stafford. So we got some stacks there. No, did we get any other? Oh yeah, Brian Thomas, Chris Rodriguez, kind of a little stack there because I think Chris Rodriguez definitely gets a little bit more opportunity. And I think there's not. I mean, they might draft. I mean, I think they're going to draft a running back. So that's that. So we're going to get out of here. Like I said, we did 3 drafts tonight. It was a lot of fun. We ripped a couple cards, did a giveaway. Thanks for everyone hanging out tonight. I'm going to get some packages out tomorrow. Yeah, we're going to keep doing these drafts. Y'all keep having fun, keep doing it. Make sure you guys go download Drafters, use our promo code TSABETS if you have not signed up already. If you use our promo code TSABETS on your initial deposit up to $100, get matched up to $100. I think you have to at least donate 20, or not donate. You have to at least put $20 into play, to get your $20 to get matched. I think they want you to at least put $20 in. So, but I highly recommend, get that match so you can take advantage of the free games you get to play, which is potentially free money that you win. But get in, start playing Drafters. We highly recommend it. It's what we play. We are going to be doing some contests here soon. We'll start opening up some contests for TSA listeners to join and play against us for the year. What else? We got, just tune in throughout the week. We got a bunch of stuff going on. Carla's on Wednesdays, I think Joe might be doing Aces Up this week. I hope he does because that's a fun show. It's really long. It's fun to just talk with some like high rollers, people who play in the high stakes leagues. Thursday check down. Greg will be back soon. I know. He's still overseas on vacation, and like I said, we're doing rips and drafters throughout the week, and Carla's on Fridays. Trying to get our Saturday show going. We have a really good show. That I really want to get going. It's very data driven, and I know they do it and they post it. I think it's on the website, but I want to get it over on our YouTube also. So I'm going to be working on getting that over to our YouTube because I think that will be really good for y'all. Anybody that's trying to like use data to either bet or draft players or start players from week to week, their show is awesome. The professor, dude, his data is so good, and it's just been a great opportunity that we've got going, you guys, and we're gonna keep this going. So I'm getting tired, obviously. That's why I'm rambling. I'm going to get out of here. Appreciate y'all hanging out. We're going to keep doing this, like I said. Keep drafting, keep learning, keep growing. I'm out of here. Peace.